Hey, boys and girls, how are you? It's Ray, Nelson, and Noah on again with another Heroes of Faith Bible story video. And today we're picking up from where we left off in our last story. The last story we did, we talked about Daniel and how Daniel stood up for Christ in the lion's den. But today we're going to talk about Daniel's three friends. Daniel had three friends. Does anyone know what the name of the three friends were?
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
That's right. Daniel's three friends was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And the same way how Daniel had to stand up for Jesus Christ, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had to do what?
Pray.
Pray and stand up too. But how come, what happened? What was their situation? So after Daniel told the king about the statue that the king had in his dream, which was the head of gold, chest of silver, thighs of brass, and legs of iron, and feet of iron and clay, the king said, you know what? I'm going to make my own statue. You see, the king was the head, represented the gold, and the king was Nebuchadnezzar, and he was the head of gold, and he was saying, my kingdom is going to last forever. So you know what he did? He decided that he was going to build a statue that's similar to his dream, but all gold. And then he was going to get everybody to try and do what?
Bow down.
Bow down. So he built a big statue like this, very big, on the plains of Dura, out somewhere. Huge statue, high up in the air, all gold. That was a lot of gold, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it means that Nebuchadnezzar was very rich. Babylon was a very rich nation. So after he built a statue of gold, he called everybody. And after he called everybody, he called who else?
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Right, and then what did he tell them? What did he say?
He said, if you don't bow down, then you'll be thrown in a fire furnace.
That's right. He also made a fiery furnace, and he said, I'm going to play some music. And when you hear the music, you got to bow down and worship that statue. And if you don't worship that statue, I will throw you into the fiery pit. And guess what? Did Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, did they bow?
No.
What did they do?
They stand up for what's right.
Exactly. They stand up for what's right. And the Bible said that you should not have any other gods before me. Yes.
And King
Nebuchadnezzar?
he gave them a last chance to bow down, but they didn't. And then he threw them in the fire, but they didn't get burned.
That's right. After they didn't bow down, he said, I'll give you guys another try. Maybe you guys didn't hear well. Maybe you guys didn't hear the music. And the case Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego said, we don't even need another try. We already know that we're not bowing down to your idol because we worship the one true living God. That's right. And guess what happened? He got so upset, he hit the fire furnace up more.
Seven times hotter.
7 times hotter. And then he got some guards, and the guards that tried to throw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fire. What happened to the guards?
They died.
Oh, yeah. The fire was so hot, the guards died right on the spot. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are in the fire. Now, what happened to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fire?
They did not burn.
Now, why is that?
Because God was with them.
That's right. God came and dwelled with them in the fire. So look at this. Now, if we have Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that's 3, and God is with them. How much is that?
1,000,000.
No, that's 4. That's 4 because God makes 4. So now we have 4, but maybe you're right. Maybe there were millions of angels around, but we didn't see them. But we saw God. We saw how many people in the fire?
4.
And who was the 4th person?
God.
That's right. So God came himself, and he was in the fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and he delivered them from King Nebuchadnezzar.
And only the stuff that were around their hands burned, but their skin didn't burn.
That's
right. It didn't even smell like smoke.
That's right. And that's the power of God. The ropes burned, their clothes didn't burn, their hair didn't burn. They didn't even smell like smoke, as the little brother said, my little son said. So with God with you, he can protect you and care for you and allow nothing to come against you. So I urge and encourage you to be like the heroes of faith in the Bible. Be like Daniel. Be like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. As young as you are, stand up for who?
God.
That's right. Stand up for God. And God will continue to bless and protect you. Now, before we go today, we just want to show you a quick little thing we have here. This is a book. If you want to encourage your children to go through their daily lives knowing that Jesus is with them, I'll put a link for this book in the description below. It's a book from Nelson and Noah. It'll be in the description. It's called Jesus with Me, And this book will be in the description below. So you'll find it. It's a very nice book that Nelson and Noah we put together with some photos of Nelson and Noah and how Jesus is with them throughout the day. And you want Jesus to be with you from the time you wake up and throughout the day, 24 hours. And you know what? Jesus is always with you. So until the next time, we'll see you in another video. Remember that what?
God is always with you.
That's right. God is always with you. Until the next time, bye-bye.
Bye. And always stand up for the right.
Amen. That's right.